today's today's lunch and learn. And today we're excited to introduce to BC Notaries Mills office supplies. And so, by way of background, we certainly try to look for mechanisms for BC notaries kind of in bulk to look to try and save money on their business operations. So we've recently done that with a cell phone service provider with Bell, and we're happy to try and do that with other partners such as Intersection Digital with their Copilot program, helping notaries on social media to promote their businesses. We've been working with Mills for a couple of months now, just looking to put together, because the holiday season slowed us down, but to try and look to put together an opportunity for Mills to introduce themselves to BC Notaries. So here we are today. I'm really pleased that they're going to join us at our conference in April in Vancouver at the Sheraton Wall Center. So they'll have an exhibitor booth to get a chance to meet so many of you. But the idea here again is to open up access to notaries to some discounts on the office supplies that you use every day, and for the association who have typically had some merchandise, seals, for example, and notary presentation files. We've been able to procure those things to a degree in bulk, but we don't have the storage space to really do justice to it in a bulk capacity to pass on great savings to notaries. So we are going to work with Mills for them to assume those and include those in their inventory of products, so that if you want notary presentation folders branded by the association, then you'll be able to order them directly through Mills. So I don't want to steal too much of your thunder, Raymond and Joe. I'll let you introduce yourselves, please, and tell us a little bit about Mills, an office supply company that's a BC company, and frankly, that's why we're really excited to be able to help work with you and provide your services to notaries. So, notaries, any questions? Please put them down below in the Q&A box, and at the end of the presentation from Ray and Joe, Trista will help go through those and get them to answer all your questions. So, over to you, Ray.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Chad. We're excited to tell you guys a little bit about ourselves and to work with your group going forward. I'd like to introduce myself and Joe. I got a presentation here, and I'll just start off here. But Joe's with us. Joe is in our Vancouver office, looking after many of our Lower Mainland customers, and I myself am working in the interior here, working out of our Okanagan office. I'm just going to share my screen here. Over here, share screen. There we go. Can you guys see the presentation?
Yeah, thank you. It just, excuse me,
Perfect.
it just came up.
Perfect. So yeah, as mentioned, my name's Ray Wardeman. I'm the Vice President of Sales for Mills. We're also known as Mills Office Productivity or Mills Printing and Stationery, as we've changed our name a couple times through our many years in BC. Joe Busto, as mentioned, is our main account manager.
Good afternoon.
I thought I'd start off and just tell you guys a little bit about us. We started in 1949, so we're very old. We're still a family-run company, but in 1949, our company was started by Don Mills at the age of 19 down in Kitsilano, and we've continued on with the family business, and today the company is run by his son Blair Mills, and his daughter Janice Mills is also quite involved in our business. We have grown quite a bit throughout the last 75 years, and we continue to grow, and we continue to service our customers, and we think that service does make the difference in how we treat our customers compared with with other potential competitors. As mentioned, it is our 75th anniversary. So we are, as I said, we're old. Joe's been in the industry for 35 years, and myself, I think I counted, I got about 20 years in the industry. So we got quite a bit of knowledge as well. Our main office is in Langley, and we do have offices throughout BC, offices along with what we call cross-dock offices, where a product is delivered on local delivery trucks. We do use our own drivers, but our main distribution center is based in Langley, and that services the entire province. This is a photo here of our office about 4 years ago. We had one bay door and about 5,000 square feet. It was jam-packed floor to ceiling, and we were bursting at the seams, so we had to make a change. This was down on Clark Drive in Vancouver. So about 3 years ago, we moved out to Langley. Maybe this is about 2 years ago, just before COVID. That's how I relate everything to 3 years ago. And we got about 45,000 square feet and 10 bay doors and lots of room for product. So, as Chad mentioned, when we're looking at presentation folders and storage space, we've got a great capacity for that for distribution. It's just some of the products that we carry, some of the things that you would probably use within your office. Every time I've been to a notary, there's always a sign here flag, or multiple. We carry obviously copy paper, and we've gotten heavy into the janitorial supplies as well. As offices become paperless, we've had to diverse into other categories. Break room supplies is something else that we carry as well. And then there's some specific items that we know that you probably use, and some of you use in your offices, and those are things like document corners, the presentation folders, as we mentioned, and seals. That's the wrong seal. Sorry. Let's just change. There we go. Yeah, that's the Avery seal. We have other seals as well, but yeah. There's one thing about our company that I think stands out, and it's almost hard to find these days. And years ago, when you could phone a company, and I don't know if any of you had a chance to talk to a telecommunications company, and you'd have to be on hold for 5-10 minutes to 3 hours to talk to a real live person. We have an 800 number with the customer care team locally based in BC, where you call our 800 number or our 604 number, and you're going to talk to someone right away. There's no hold and wait for this person and then dial, and then they're going to transfer you over. We're going to take care of you right away. Being a local BC company, we want to support local where we can as well. And this is just an example of some of the local manufacturers that we deal with, and we stock their products. So, for example, many of our envelopes come from Supremex, which is a company in Delta. Kruger makes facial tissue and bathroom tissue, paper towel, and they got a big plant, over a couple hundred employees in New Westminster. Custom Paper makes receipt paper for us, and debit machines paper, and they're based in Richmond and Sunripe as well. We, for juice and snacks, we do carry some of their juices. So we're trying to support local where we can as well. One of the things that I always talk about is if you're looking to buy Kleenex and you go in somewhere and you've got White Swan, or you've got the brand Kleenex, the brand name Kleenex comes from the U.S. and that's made in the U.S. somewhere. Whereas if you purchase the White Swan or the Scotties, that's actually a made in Canada product. So we always try to bring those to the front when on our website when you're searching. Apologize for some of the humor here, but we always say at Mills, no matter how much you push the envelope, it'll still be stationary. I'll try not to get any more of these dad jokes in here. I was going to put one in about broken pencils, but that was going to be pointless. Anyways. we'll just continue on here. Another thing about Mills is that we are a certified B corporation, and you'll see this logo certified B on some of our products and our packaging and our delivery vehicles as well. We've been certified B since 2012, and what that means is we've been evaluated on various aspects of our business in regards to how we treat the environment, how we treat our employees, giving back to the community. And we're very proud to be a B corporation. There's not too many in the Lower Mainland. There's maybe about 40 or so right now, but it's a growing certification and a growing group of companies that is a B certified corporation. So it's kind of about holding B Corps accountable for their profit, as well as how successful their business is at contributing for the greater good. So our shareholders, we have to make a profit in order to be a B Corp, because we need to pay for some of the things that we do. And probably wasn't the best example of B certified, but this probably is here on my next slide here. These are some of the companies that are also B certified, like Hootsuite, Salt Spring Coffee. Patagonia is a big B Corp certified. I think they were one of the original ones. We have a commitment to a company or a nonprofit organization that one of our founders started many years ago, called the Have Cafe. And what this is a culinary training society, and it takes people that have barriers to employment and puts them through an 8-week course to become a line cook in the hospitality industry. So we were one of the founding members of this society, and we're down on Powell Street in East Vancouver, close to where our old office was. So far, we've put through over 800 people through this course, and many of them are still employed today in the hospitality industry. So something that we still support, and we're quite proud of it. They also have, for any of you in the Lower Mainland, they also have a catering menu that you can order directly from them, and I encourage anyone to check it out if you're in the area. Some of the things that we can provide BC notaries. So one, we want to be, we have competitive pricing. We can compete with the big box retailers and other various competitors throughout BC. We do offer free delivery throughout BC through our various channels. We can offer a one-stop shopping platform for all of your office needs. We do, we can offer printing and ink and toner and office supplies and break room supplies. So we really do provide a one-stop shop. We are a local BC company, and we believe we provide excellent service. And we also can provide exclusive discounts on commonly ordered items. One of the things that we've started about a year ago is our rewards program, similar to your Shoppers Optimum or one of the various many points rewards programs. So you can basically start earning points for purchasing through us, and you can redeem them for various things. And we're going to offer any BC Notary Association members 20,000 points for signing up with us and placing your first order. And some of the things that you can redeem for these points are Cadbury chocolate bars. I think those are about 2,000 points. So, with your first order, you could potentially get 10 giant chocolate bars, which is great because Valentine's Day is coming up and we're not going to get enough chocolate, are we? Scented candles, wine glasses. I'd love to provide wine itself, but there's laws about that, so we can't. And then here's another one here. I think these are 35,000 points. These are some wireless headphones. So it's a great program. It doesn't cost anything, and it's our loyalty program. So I encourage anyone once you are set up with us to sign up for the rewards. We put in some frequently asked questions here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to Joe to ask the questions, and then I can answer with how we will address these.
Okay, hi, good afternoon. Yeah, some of the typical questions that we get a lot of times is, especially with the notaries right now that we're setting things up, if we already deal with you, will I receive the discount pricing and reward points?
Yes,
Will I still?
if you, yeah, so if you're a notary and you're currently one of our customers, thank you for your business. We completely appreciate it. Let us know, and we will assign those rewards points to your account. No problem.
Yeah, another question that we get quite often, is there a minimum order charge or a surcharge?
Yeah, we do request to have anywhere that we can service with our local truck, and we can talk to customers about that. But most of our customers are going to have a $35 minimum order, and then some customers where we have to, where we can't get you to you on a local truck, we have to have a higher minimum order to offset that, and that would be a $150 minimum order.
Another question is, when will I get my order? How long does it take to process an order?
Typically 24 to 48 hours is what we would say. Uh, in most cases, it's next day delivery, but there's always variables and depending on where you are, but I'd say 24 to 48 hours is accurate.
And how do I pay for my supplies?
It's a great question, Joe. You can
Thank you.
pay you can pay various ways. Our preferred method for small businesses is to pay by credit card, but that being said, if you prefer to have terms and have invoices, we can definitely set that up for you as well. So a couple of the other
Yeah.
questions here. Yeah. So one of the things that I put in here, Joe, that you didn't see was as I get asked all the time, if people can keep a shopping list or a frequently ordered item list. And
Favorites.
on our website, we do have a favorites area. So we can put in, or you can put in items that you order on a frequent basis, so you don't have to keep looking for the part numbers. One of the other things that I wanted to point out too is that if you have a secretary or an admin person that places your orders, we can set it up so that one, you can be CC'd on any orders that they place, or two, we can set it up so that orders get sent to you for approval, and then that once they are approved, the orders then come into us. So there's certain certain controls that we can set up too, if that's something that you prefer. And then the last question here is, how do I set up my account? Exactly. How to connect? Let's talk, I want to have everyone just be directed to Joe. So this is Joe's email address, and I believe there's going to be some links as well on the notary website as well on how to connect with us. But Joe would be the first person to reach out to. I've listed his email address here, and also, I always try and tell our 800 number thing. So if you want to try it, you can always dial our 800 number and just ask for Joe, and you're going to get transferred right away. Thanks everyone. We're going to see you in April. We're excited to be at the conference, and yeah, we look forward to working with you and getting to know your businesses and starting this new relationship.
Ray, leave that screen up for us, please. And before I turn it to Trista for questions, our website in our members area, we will place some information about Mills, as well as a link to Joe's email address if any members wanted to set up an account to start using Mills. So that information will be on there. But in the meantime, feel free to use Joe's email directly, notaries, if you wanted to get an account set up expeditiously. That would be helpful. And you know what? I mean, I felt like I was watching Steve Carell there, right? When the seal came up. I like the seal. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah.
Chris, I'm gonna turn it over to you for Q&A, please.
Thanks, Chad. Thanks, Ray and Joe, for the presentation. That's great. A couple questions here. So we have a notary on Quadra Island. So does free delivery cover Vancouver Island and the smaller islands?
Yes, we need to have a delivery program that works for for everyone who is a member of the Notary Association. So we will have to, you know, they'll probably have the higher minimum order of $150. But yeah, as long, you know, as I should say, as long as Loomis delivers there, because Loomis is our partner, that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we'd have to just check with our logistics and shipping team just to verify that. But yeah.
Okay, thank you. So Sally, with that, if you want to just take down Joe's contact information and you can reach out directly and ask that question, they'll look at that for you. Okay, Sally's saying it's just Canada Post that goes to Quadra Island, but I'll let you sort that out offline. Do you sell will paper? Don't see it on your site. Are you planning on having it available?
We can, if it's something that's going to be purchased, if we find that this is an item that many of you use, we can add anything we want to our large warehouse. So if it's not in there, and I'm not sure if it is, I know we have quite a few lawyer customers as well. Yeah, I'd have to check and see if we do have it and if it's just not on the website, but we can definitely stock it if that's something that is used. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I don't see any other questions, notaries. No other questions, or if they come up after the fact, just get a screenshot of Joe's contact information or email me and I can pass on the contact info. Any final words?
I just want to, I appreciate the opportunity and look forward to working with you.
Thanks. Thanks so much. Thanks, notaries, for joining us. Just also wanted to let you know, you've probably seen in your inbox today and Monday, registration is open for the conference, April 5th to 7th in Vancouver, and Mills will be there, so you can see some of their product. And also, please, when you're registering for the conference, make sure you get your hotel rooms booked, as we have a window of time that we can hold those rooms. So please get that booked. Any questions, shoot myself or Nicola an email. Thanks, everyone. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Thanks, Ray and Joe.
Hey, thank you.